Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's Redundancy back again. This is actually an impromptu live stream because I was actually in with Second Star and I decided to do this. So I did not schedule this whatsoever. What's up, Oslander? Even though I just saw you like 2 seconds ago. Okay, a minute. 2 minutes ago. Let me bring up my side chat here. I do appreciate everyone that dropped in on one of my streams earlier in the day. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. There will be another one too. Oh, I know, right? A long time no see. Let me pop up my side chat here. What's up, Prepping Live? How's it going, man? Well, you guys and gals, I should say, you people might get lucky. I might actually, might sneak peek in something. You remember that, Prepping Live? You remember that, right? Remember that stream I did? Yes, I hinted on a few things. Only people that saw it get this, or had a link, because I unlisted that after. We'll see what I'll do. You still remember that, right, Oz? From earlier in the day. What's up, Drops? I forget it. I don't even remember. What did I say? Oh, yeah. I was going to do some talking and share a few things. And I'm trying to remember what I put in as my description. I wrote that so fast. I wrote the description so fast. Like, literally, I just made the stream like 5 minutes ago. I gotta remember. What are my details in this? I forgot about this. Oh, yeah. And reconnect with you people and share a few things. So, yes. Yes. There might be a few more things you might see from me here. I appreciate you hanging out with me. What's up, Survival LT? Yeah, I just realized it's been a while since I did the late night stream. Wait, it's been a long time. I haven't done a late night stream in a while. I've been doing afternoon streams. Yeah, but Drops, I gave you a personal notice. I even when you asked me, I said yes. I decided, just in case there's no confusion, I'm gonna say that I'm going live. That way, there's no confusion, right? So it doesn't you're not misunderstanding. I guess because he said you're going live or not, and I just wrote yes. So yeah, and that's good to hear. Survivability. It's nice to see you guys out here. At least you're texting me. I can picture you guys saying these words and stuff like that. I can picture survivability saying those words right now too. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Like I said, I might sneak peek. You okay, don't do that. That's not a good idea to do. Let me just change a few things here. All right. You guys might get a sneak peek on something. I guess I can walk around for a little bit. So yes, and hopefully I don't drop the connection. That would suck. So yes, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm actually thinking of doing a few things. Oh yes, I wish. Let me see. Why not? Oh, there's more. No, not more. Camera. Okay, let's see. So that show it. Well, some random stuff right here. Oh, I wonder what this is supposed to be. I wonder. Like I said, you guys are not getting a sneak peek randomly of random stuff. And apparently, I've forgot to unplug something. Oh, that's what you're up to, Drops? That's cool. That's cool. I'm probably gonna be busy. I know. I know Shadow's not have this stream, and I'm actually streaming Saturday night. I was gonna say tomorrow, but it's actually past midnight already. I'm just We're just reconnecting, right, Nolan? Reconnecting. You guys want to talk about prepping? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Or survivalism, right? I know we just got off, or some of us got, or with second star survival. So let me just see here. Okay. Hi, Rachel. How are you doing? It's nice to see you. Hopefully everything's doing well with you, Rachel. Nice to see you. Yeah, I know it's still Friday over there. It's still, it's like it's gotta be like 9. It's still not. Is the sun's? Is it still daylight out, Rachel? Is it still daylight out there? That's what I'm wondering. Well, okay. Drops. We could talk about thriving too, or something sustainable. I just gotta make sure I have my stuff ready here. Yeah, I'm just basically just cleaning up while I'm doing a few things here. I gotta find something around. You know. Like I said, I'll show something else here. Around the way. See? Ooh, I wonder what this is. I turned it on, but I don't want to get a copyright strike. Right? Let me see. Oh, okay, Rachel. So basically, I'm just like cleaning up a few things here from earlier. I actually did a stream earlier. I gotta make sure every time I do a stream, I always bring up stage props and stuff like that, and I always gotta make sure I put them away. That way it's ready for the next time. Especially, especially since I'm trying to pull out something from like a bag, a kit, or out of storage. I gotta remember to put it back. I gotta remember to put it back because it's not gonna be there when I need it if I don't put it back, right? And I guess I could try out this phone battery out, see how long I can stream without an input of power. But of course, there's no um, no video of it, or very little of it. I just looked outside the window. Apparently, there's a crescent moon. I don't know. Do you guys see the moon, guys and gals? See the moon out there? Because I see a crescent moon. I think I'm pretty sure it's a crescent moon. Looks like a crescent moon. So yeah, like I said, I have random things that I'm just doing here. Just getting some stuff ready for my stream for the next couple of days and night and such. I think I shot a video earlier in the day. It's not the same one that I posted. I post the video I posted earlier in the day, which will probably be the last video at this time, at this moment. Was something I shot earlier in the month. So you guys can hear that video too. Is actually hearing is believing. Now it's cloudy there. You're just cleaning up too. So hopefully you guys are all being productive here. Or relaxing. Maybe you guys are relaxing. You guys and gals are relaxing. Maybe some of you are actually doing some work. You know, maybe you're hearing my voice and it's like hearing me talking randomly about stuff. It's like, well, it's almost like we're having a discussion. It's almost like we're having a discussion. And, well, what's up, IP? Independent Prepper? How are you doing? With a coffee cup and a multi-tool? Yeah. So, glad I charged up my phone. So, trying to see how long it will go for, how long I can go for. I'm at 89% on it, so we'll see. Like I said, I'm just cleaning up some stuff. I'm just trying to get ready for the next couple days, the week. Well, actually, it's already the weekend, but some other little things. Oh, and yeah, you saw that video. Yeah, no, I won't show this one item yet. I'll let the stream go for a little bit longer. The sneak peeks are gonna be later on. More. I gotta leave something for the videos, right? I gotta leave something for people to watch later on. But yeah, I guess I got a few things here. Let me just show this here. Look. Oh, I randomly found this, by the way. Yes, it is what it is. You know what this is. So I'm trying to make use of it. Something I found on one of my walks. It was in a baggie, and the baggie was torn, and some of the pieces were laying out on the surface. So I was like, "Well, I know what these things could use. I'm not about because they're still usable, so I'll use it as a building block." Like literally. There's a few things I've seen out there that I want to try out that you only need a few of them to get going. So I'll try that out and see. What's up, PV? Preparedness Veteran. How's it going? Let me just so for you guys here. Let me find a good spot here. Just for you guys here. Look. Yeah, let's see. I am my own little wait, I can't make those sounds. Like, you know what I mean. It's up to you, IP. It's up to you. And what I say is a show, generally speaking, on your channel, show what you want to show. Within reason, I guess. You know, we're all different. Even many of the channels out there are different. There's similar channels, obviously, in any genre, but, you know, trying to bring something new to the table, something a little bit different, so your channel stands out. You know, and apparently, I need to. Yeah, prepping life. Yeah, I remember that. It's like I planned it that way. It's like I planned it that way. It's like I planned it that way, right? It's like I planned it that way. No, I actually forgot about that. But you're here. You're here. So I appreciate it. It's all good, Rachel. It's all good. When you have time. That video I put out earlier is only like just over 2 minutes, so hmm. Yeah, I agree. Instructional videos, learning videos are timeless. Views will always rack up over time. You know, a fad is a fad, but something things people want to learn how to do over time. Someone else will want to ask the same question. Maybe it's a year or two later, but there's gradually more people that want to learn more about it. So yeah, so you guys are gonna get sneak peek randomly. Maybe in 15 minutes. I'll wait till the 30-minute mark at least. Really honest, really, really. Yes. My ran. Say I haven't even hit 17 minutes and my battery's already dropping 84. So yeah, I guess this is why I always have to keep it charged. I might be able to do something else. Actually, since I'm not showing video right now, turned on my display. I have this function on this on the smartphone where basically, see, I can't show you guys it unless I use another recording device to show it because I can't even screenshot it because it actually doesn't show it via screenshot. But basically, I was looking in the settings and I found this invert or negative. I know Dropsy might be familiar with something like that. Anyone that does any editing, you would see that as an option. But basically, it inverts all the colors, so white becomes black and black becomes white. So I get a higher contrast. So I have my brightness set down all the way down, yet I can easily read the text on the screen right now. The only thing is, it's good for text, reading text and stuff like that, or listening to music or listening to a video. But because everything's inverted or the opposite in color or negative, it's not very good. It's not as good for like looking at pictures or watching the video, especially if you're trying to watch certain things. If that makes any sense. But I am using it right now. All right. Take care, drops. I guess it would help if I can actually type. There we go. So yeah, I mean, I use this all the time. Actually, I use this all the time. It does. It seems like it helps. It seems like it helps. So I'm gonna try that out. Let's see, because I'm at like the 19-minute mark, and I'm already down to the 80% mark on the phone. And remember, I just said 89 how long ago? So we're gonna see if this how well this works. So you guys are actually gonna be helping me test this too, because honestly, I'm using uh, Wi-Fi, and I'm transmitting video, but I am transmitting sound or audio, and obviously I gotta receive the text or the comments from you people. Um, let's see here. Oops, that's not what I wanted to. What's in the pipeline? Hey, I'm assuming what's in the works. That's what you mean, PV. I'm assuming that's what you mean. What's in the works? You don't literally mean pipeline to move liquid or whatever, something like that. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll show you guys something. I'll show you guys. I won't show it all. There will be more views of this. Hold on, let me. Ooh, what's this? And they're random bag, right? Oh yes, yes, yes. I've actually shown outside the bag already. Just looks like I have a bag right here. And some other little things. Oh, I wonder what this rubber thing is. I wonder. I don't know what that is. Well, IP, I think I've noticed is that selection definitely varies from place to place. Some of the smaller places have probably, I wouldn't say less per se, but the selection might be less. I know there is. It's not as full as many would like or what we're used to, if that makes any sense. You know it, IP. Oh, look at this. You know, it's the it's fishes here. I see you miss. Sorry, I missed your stream. So definitely, I'm gonna come in here, um, and actually say that. How are you doing, Carol? You guys are rating me randomly. Okay. Yeah, because it was an impromptu live. Fishes. Oh, oh. See, I didn't read the whole chat, by the way. Okay, so it's not a raid, but it's whatever. Doesn't really matter. You're here now, so that's what really counts, right? Reconnecting with you, some of you people out there. So I'm not just on your guys' or gals videos or live stream, but you guys can come visit me and hear me ramble for like the next like however long and talk about something randomly, because this was an impromptu stream. Because Auslander is here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think this is working. I really like this inverse thing on this phone. I seem to use it. I just have to click on press the at home key 3 times for it. I can easily disable it or enable it, so I can easily have control over that. So depending what I'm doing, if I'm just talking like right now, I'd say for a live stream or whatever, not showing video or not showing pictures or anything like that, that works fine. Yeah, see, I actually see when you guys saw that bag, quick glimpse of it, which is sitting on the table right now for me. Actually, see, I actually have it. Maybe, I've been considering on redoing this bag to a certain degree. Now, this bag does not. It has a sternum strap on it, like a chest strap. It doesn't have a waist strap, so I don't want to uh, fill this up. Well, I shouldn't. I should say I don't want to weigh this down too much because it's you know for the what's in here. I think this is gonna be one of these within that 10-12 pound range. I don't think I want to go hard. I want more than this in terms of the weight, just because the bag's not really. great in terms of support because I have a sternum strap, chest strap, no waist strap. Let me just show this right here. Your camera does a picture-in-picture. Cool. Let me see here. Oh, I'm not trying to highlight. Oh, there we go. Jeez, you can't even see it. So, there's that sternum strap right here. Also, I added one of these in. Sorry, it's in that portrait mode. Forgive me for having stream in portrait mode because I'm actually holding the phone. I might actually. I should have prepared and got the. It's because my camera stand is still on the tripod from earlier in the day when I did a previous live stream. So let me get this out. And my battery's dropping faster than I would like. Well, you guys not get a portrait because I can't see the battery indicator when it's in the landscape mode. Now without swiping the screen. It's all good. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm probably not gonna weigh down this bag too much more. If anything, I might swap a few things out. Maybe add. I can still get away with adding a little bit more water and food. But I think generally, aside from those things and things I may swap out, or change out, those are probably the revisements I want for this bag. I've worn this bag plenty of times now, so I'm used to this bag in terms of the weight. Now, honestly, gear is obviously gonna vary and stuff. And apparently, I found I tied something up, which I didn't. Oh. Well, IP independent prepper. I'm not a big fan of sling bags. I went for that phase when I was younger. You know, the single shoulder strap and stuff like that. The only thing is I don't like about it is it's fine for lower amounts of weight, but I don't like it for heavier amounts of weight. Because I've tried that before. It's not very comfortable for me over time. So I went back to a backpack. I mean, if you can handle 10 pounds as a sling bag or a shoulder bag, okay, it'll look good. But I rather have that in a backpack form now. If I'm gonna carry around that kind of weight or heavier. And besides, I don't want to sling like 20 pounds on one side. Just to make sure that I'm still randomly in the chat. Well, I guess I could bring out a battery bank to keep moving around, but I'll let the charge phone go down a little bit more. So yeah, I'm just going for this bag right here. Here's a. Let's see how much a sneak peek I can give here. Why not? Let's see here. I want to count. Okay, or not. Ever since I went to phone for live streaming, I just noticed that I don't like some of these things, or I'm not proficient at using this stuff one way or another. No, that's not it. That's not it. Okay, apparently I need to do this in landscape mode. So yes, see, inside the bag. That was a quick sneak peek on that. By the way, I actually have you shown the inside of the bag. You guys got a very, very slight sneak peek. But just a couple things I probably had on the top. Is one of the smaller pockets. I'm trying to actually get better at this organization thing, though. So I can zipper it. Zipper it. I'll actually bring that up on the screen. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, it depends on what the bag is for, and that depends a lot on way too many factors. From is it the main plan bugging in or bugging out to the number of people in the family? Yeah. All right, IP. Take care. Nice to see you around. Prepping like that's awesome. That's awesome, right? That's awesome. I don't quite have something like that yet. Although I've been considering it. I've been considering something like that now. Could be useful. And it's multi-purpose too, right? And it's not just something to jump car or an engine with, but it is actually a battery bank that you can use in the summertime or something like that, or in a camping trip or in such and such, or when you travel, or you're gonna use a vehicle, you have both. So I like multi-purpose things. I generally do. As much as possible. I generally prefer multi-purpose things. Or things that can function for more than one task or one reason to have it. So, but that's how I know. Yeah, see, I'm just looking at this bag right here and just like thinking to myself. Now this is. Let me get this very clear when you guys see this bag. There is our stuff in here, by the way, and there's our stuff. It's just how much of it I'm willing to show right now. And that's cool. Yeah, none of UNs. I mean, I've seen battery banks cost like $40 Canadian. So having that extra option in there, especially if you got if it's a strong, well, I shouldn't say strong, but a high capacity battery. I guess that milliamp mAh, milliamp hours. So yeah, like this bank is, I'm gonna. This ain't the heaviest one I have, but it's not the lightest thing I have. So it's in this mid range. That's why I've been kind of liking this. It's got that mid range. So basically, what I mean by that is it's light enough that I can carry around for long periods of time or long distances. However, it won't sustain me for long, long periods of time either. So resupply of some sort is probably gonna be needed with this bag if it came to that. If it came to that. If it came to that, because I'm trying to revise some of these bags here. I mean, you got your general kind of tools, maybe a first aid kit, water, food of some sort. Maybe it's snacks or something like that. I'm back, right? I actually swiped out by accident when I was moving the screen. I'm here, right? You guys can hear me, right? Because I actually swiped back on the screen. I exited as StreamYard or went back to that home screen. I'm like, whoops. I should be here, right? So give me a sign on the side chat if you guys can hear me or something like that. I'm just like, I should still be. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, it still says it in there. Yeah, it probably just didn't even. You guys probably didn't even notice it, but I know I did that. So hopefully it's still good. The camera should be working, right? Let me know if I'm good. I'm assuming I'm good. No, I'm assuming I'm good. I just had to type that out back on the laptop. So I'm assuming I'm good. You guys got to tell me though. I'm assuming I am because it still says I'm live. So I'm just I'm just gonna use the indicators and hope for the best and cross my fingers. So yeah, memo to self. Yeah, all right, cool. I should trust in the indicators. hmm. I gotta use that word. I just was thinking to myself. I'm like, wait a second. Indicator has CR in it. I gotta use that word more often. I gotta use that a little bit more often. A little bit more often. Okay. So try to get my charger here without like dropping stuff over the place. Because I know, okay, I know people don't like to hear all that background noise during the live stream or excess noise. So I'm trying to do this very quietly. Yeah, exactly. You know it. You know it, Oz. You know it. Straight up. Okay, it's time to charge the phone. It's actually because I'm in that room anyway, so I might as well use the power I have here. I don't need to dip into a battery bank or anything like that if I don't need to. Pick up some power here. Yeah, my battery indicator says it's charging. Um, PV, I already do that. That's already a reoccurring thing. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I think I've already done that. It's all good. Second star. It's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. It's just you guys and gals and people out there. You might get more of a sneak peek than I might think. I didn't think I would be doing a sneak peek, but maybe I will give you guys a little random peeks because I don't know if I'm actually gonna keep this stream public. I think the only thing I have in the tags is the channel name. I don't even see. I don't even have my usual check on my external links kind of thing on the description right now. And my description is very one-lined. And you can see that I've put the word general in the title. So we'll see. Oh, I went saying hi. So yeah, and hold this up. Make sure the phone's actually charging. Always gotta look for that lightning bolt. Let me actually put my inverse on. So I can actually see. It's actually easier to see. So yeah, I'm just kind of going through this right now. I just got this. Well, I should say laid out, but some of the stuff laid out. I'm just trying to think to myself. I'm like, is this worth the weight? Worth the weight and worth the bulk in it? I mean, they always say, ounces equals pounds and stuff like that. I guess it all adds up to that overall weight of said kit or bag or whatever it is. Sometimes you can get by with less. I mean, I guess, and I'm always thinking, I'm like, oh, that 2 is 1, 1 is none, and stuff like that. And having that backup too, right? But then I also realize, I want variety too, if that makes any sense. So, and if I'm doing that, then then it starts to add in weight because everything you put in your bag or on you adds weight to you. I guess I'm always trying to travel as light as possible, but I don't want to be so. I don't want to skimp on the essentials too much. Oh, hey, CR, you can save a pound of weight. Yeah, but I don't want to give up that liter or quarter, 1,000 milliliters of water here. So that's probably one of those things where it's like, I'll take the weight penalty to have the water. That's ready to go. That I know, generally speaking, it's gonna be safe to consume. If I had to use the bag or the kit per se. Okay, Oz, you can do that first if you want. Well, I can. What? 1 quart? I think that's like 946 mils, isn't it? It's all good, second star. It's all good. It's all good. I understand. Oh yeah, travel might freeze at night. I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is have enough of it, but don't be so bogged down that you can't carry it, or you're losing too much ground because you're carrying too much, per se. Now, obviously, if you're going far or a long duration, or you're far away from home, you might need some more reliable stuff. I mean, I have a scale similar to anyone else out there. I'm always looking at the scale like, I'm saving a couple ounces. I'm saving a couple grams. Is it worth it though? Is it worth it? I'm like, okay, maybe that time it's worth it. Then there are times I'm just like thinking to myself, yeah, I'm saving, say, half an ounce, let's say a couple 100 grams or whatever the unit of weight measurement it is. But I'm like, but I'm losing too much of that functionality or capability, or it won't be as durable in the long haul. So I'm always trying to find that balance between having the weight or the bulk, or sometimes both, and balancing it with the capability or functionality of said gear or item. Like, I know something like, let's say, a big lighter, for example. I think that's like about 0.7 ounce. So most of the times I can justify having a spare in there. I can justify having that 0.7 of an ounce extra. Because the lighter can do different things too. I know it's possible. Hey, hi, how are you doing? It's nice to see you, by the way. You had to go grab one of your battery banks. Oh, hi. It's nice to see you. Oh yeah, PV, right. I mean, the tendency to carry too much. I'm trying to find that balance, right? I'm trying to find that balance so it's ready to go as much as possible, but I can still move with it. And that's assuming there's no conveyance or transportation. I'm on foot, no bike, no vehicle, no skateboard, no scooter, none of that. But I gotta make it on foot. Because also, you've got conveyance, transportation, like wheels, a bike, car, vehicle, scooter, all of that stuff. You're also gonna make probably more ground than someone walking at a pace. And I don't know anyone that can maintain a jog type state or running type state with their bag on for more than X amount of time, 20, 30 minutes. So, coming back to this, I got stuff here. There's a tension bandage right here. I was thinking, I'm like, yeah, I can justify that weight. It's not multifunctional, not really, but some medical or first aid supplies might be useful. There's a cutting tool right there. Because I know that usually weight there's what the categories like water. Water is gonna be heavy. Shelter most of the time is gonna be heavy. Let's see, and things like metal, and most types of metals, if you got enough of it, it's gonna be heavy to a certain degree. Especially the more dense the metal is, you know. So a ferrocerium rod generates sparks with, it's gonna be heavier than a lighter. But yeah. Oh, okay. Huh. It's nice to see you too. So I'm trying to trim some weight here every so often. I've already gone through the phase of trimming like key rings off. I've already gone through that state. I've decided no key rings in the bags. It's not. I can't. I'm not done justify. I can't justify the weight for how useful it is, or because I'm thinking to myself, because I've seen key rings. I remember this one time I was biking. I had I think it was paracord and a key ring, and the key ring fell and it caught into my certain area. I noticed I lost the key ring, but the paracord was still there. I'm like, and that was tied onto the key ring, so the key ring literally pulled straight and just fell right out of that paracord loop. Not that I did. I'm pretty sure that's how it went down. Don't quote me on it, I, but the, another reason is I'm like, well, a key ring. I mean, how useful is it in a situation? especially if you already had other stuff with you, like paracord or some sort of wire with you. I'm probably gonna use those more often, or more likely to use those if that makes any sense. Mm, yeah, I agree with you right there. PV, yeah, depends on your goal. You don't actually need that much to get from A to B on foot. Contingencies are the factor. Yeah, and the distance too. I mean, I have places I could potentially go to that are shorter distance than I have longer distance things. So depends on the situation. But I have those options available. So I rather keep the options on the table. Just in case option A or plan A is not an option or not viable, I have a B, a C, and hopefully never need to get down to that plan Z or Y. Yeah, that always ends like that. Okay, Van City, it's all good. Hey, Van City, you don't need to do the links in for this. It's not necessary. Not for this stream. Because I don't even know if I'm actually gonna have this public after I end it. Because I might actually unlist the stream after. We'll see. But you don't need to. You don't need to. But I know the reason why you're doing it. I know. We spoke about that. We're trying to impress someone else that's really good at modding. Why is CR whispering when he was just shouting? Because I'm trying to get my point across to Van City right here. Yeah, PL. Yeah. Having options are always good. That's why I'm trying to like. So instead of having like hearings, because I'm trying to go towards something else, and apparently I found I didn't have my keys in my pocket. Yes, I have my keys in my pocket. Probably one of the more important things is keys. I mean, I got key rings, of course, but I'm even thinking about changing it up. I've seen some of that air stuff that uh those. It's not a cable tie, but it's a metal version of one. It screws together. I've seen stuff like that. It's a very thick type of gauge of wire, but it has screws on a female and a male end for for those screw on part, so you can actually hook it around your keys and stuff like that. Obviously, there's those other things too. I've seen those that hold multiple keys and stuff like that. I should try to actually build one. Maybe. See, I can never get away from that food talk. Never. I'm just looking across the room right now, and I just see like food on the table. I can never get away from the food. That's what I get for having a high metabolic rate. People don't know the struggle of it. People always think of the struggles when you're trying to lose weight. Well, there's the struggle of having a high metabolic rate. I don't talk about that much, but you know. But anyways, some of the stuff I've gone over time. I mean, like, let's see here. And apparently, I think I just realized why I should have did it. I should have closed down the applications on the phone before I started this. That's probably why. What's up, Ark? Ark Whirlwind Survival in the house with me. What's up, man? How's it going? You guys are kicking late night with me. Maybe I need to do these late night streams again. I don't know why. Seems like it always seems like more people come in. Just kidding. I can't. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, I just want to see it. Sometimes I almost feels like I can't even function the phone. I thought I was not tech illiterate, but sometimes I'm like, why does it do this though? Come on. Is that? I'm trying to find the keys here. Okay. See, I'm more used to streaming from a laptop or with a webcam, not from a phone. So, because the phone has a smaller display, so things are squished and you can zoom in and out. And I'm like, come on, I just want to be able to see the items and see the side chat. But anyways, I think yeah, see, you can see one of those. Yeah, I got one of these too, of course. I pretty much have it, not quite at the top of the bag, but pretty close to. This is a very basic backpack. I guess your standard kind of straps, maybe a hook, loop port, a grab handle at the top, one main compartment, maybe some mesh side pouch, water bottle, such pocket, mesh pockets, and that smaller secondary pocket that has, places to put pens and stuff like that. Maybe something to put a hydration bag or something like, or a laptop or something like that, similar to that. Oh, and it has one very small pocket too. So I'm just randomly going through this. I'm just trying to see what I can squeeze out of the bag, and try to really fine tune it. It's just like what efficiency. Trying to make it more efficient, but efficiency gets harder as you get more into it, because it becomes harder and harder to shed weight or bulk. Or let's say for something like a vehicle or whatever, getting the more mileage out of it. There's a certain limit where it becomes very, very difficult. Van CD still dropping in the link. Although not necessary, but appreciate it. Appreciate it. Because I know I don't have the side chat replay available later on. I did not enable it for this one. Actually, I always have to double check that now and make sure. Sometimes I do. I'll have the live chat for the most part. I've only done one live stream without the side chat. But that's because I wanted to say it live and such. Usually I do have the side chat open. We're available. So I basically have a little first aid kit in there that's like in a baggie. Like literally they're in baggies. There's no pouch. I'm trying to keep the weight down. So unless I find something very good enough, then I probably won't be able to justify the weight. Now, in some of the other kits I have and stuff like that, it's more substantial and stuff. This is fairly basic kind of stuff. Of course, the standard bandages and stuff like that. Tension bandage. Holy cow! What's up? Why, hello. It's Caribou Country Outdoors. What is up, my friend? Wait a second. I just realized something. I have more I have more Canadian and European people from Europe and Australia here than people from the US. First time. Anyways, I'm just kidding. How's it going, man? Appreciate you dropping in. Maybe I should be doing a live stream on like late Friday night because apparently people drop in randomly on me. I got some other stuff here. Let me just trying to move this thing here. Let's see here. See, a little pair of scissors here. I actually got these for free, so that's why it's in this kit. I know it's sharp enough. Durability and such, or heavy use, probably not. But I know the limits of this type of gear. I do know it's sharp though. I tried to. If I'm gonna actually put the scissors in a bag, I want them to be able to at least cut like something like denim jeans and stuff like that. I'm not worried about oh, I need to cut cordage or cut line or fishing line or type of cordage or paper or something like that. I'm not worried about that. I can do a lot of things with that, but I want the scissors to be able to cut sharp enough to cut like denim jeans or pants if necessary. If necessary. Just if necessary. Because I'd rather not have to use a cutting tool like a knife for that. It's not as accurate and could be a little bit dicey if I'm doing it while someone's still wearing it, or if I'm still wearing it. That might be a little dicey. Just saying. Just saying. I mean, obviously, I'll put the edge away, but I would just have scissors. It makes it easier. Oh, Rachel's back. Or she's still hanging in here. PL, yeah. For you, it's always the decision between weight versus function and the purpose of said kit bag. Such. I mean, this bag that I'm going through right here, this is not going to be my first to go to. Probably not. Because, like I said earlier in the stream, it's not for long duration of time. Because I don't need resupply. But this is not where resupply is going to be probably necessary for this over time. I know that. Could I get by for a few days? That famous 72-hour number window. Yeah, probably. It just depends on the situation. Would I want this when it's minus 40 out? Or plus 40? I might want a little bit more. Just say. Or if it's storming or whatever, I would like a little bit more. A little bit more. Or more specific things. Like more water or more shelter. I may have in some airbag or whatever. No. I remember that, Rachel. That's cool. That's cool, Rachel. The communication or social skills, I guess. So, just checking on the bank. Like I said, there is more details I'll probably say later on. Um, I think I'm starting to show a little bit more of this bank than I've realized today or lately. I'm serious, shit, Rachel. I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm trying to keep like multiple conversations going with everyone in the side chat. I'm trying to. I'm trying. Work with me, Rachel. I'm just kidding. But I get a few other things here, and there's some things I may end up switching out. Trying to justify, do I need that much of it, or could I get by with a little smaller amounts of it without sacrificing too much of that functionality? I can give up a lot of the weight, but do I want to lose that functionality or that capability? I can lose a pound of weight, but do I want to lose a liter of water? Probably not. But maybe I can shed off or shed some of the key rings, for example. I know there is some weight to that for what it is. It's not as useful as I think it might be. Especially if I have no way to like strain that out. Like a multi-tool or something like that. And small keywords are gonna be light, but besides holding something or clipping something on, how useful is that said item? Mm, you can help me out. Oh, sorry, there was somebody in my throat. I was just clearing my throat. You can help with me on that if you like. I appreciate it. But anyways, coming back to what I was saying about this, I've got other stuff in here too. I actually do have water in here. Open up the main part of this bag right here. Stuff like that. This is just, how do I say? It's more of in the realm of, how do I say this? A a day hike type of bag, maybe. Yeah, a day hike type of bag. There's something in here I can use if returned overnight. Such. Hey, what's up, Aiden here? Right now I can't control the. Oh, there we go. I remember that, Oz. I remember that. I remember that. I remember that. I do remember that. It's coordinated. Yeah. What's up, Aiden here? Let me see you drop in. How you doing? I'm just actually going through a bag, and randomly there may be a sneak peek in video. Because I need, if I show you guys the contents, are you guys not watch the video if I show it later on? Right? You guys are gonna get random sneak peeks in here. Because I think what I'm gonna do is I won't private this live stream, but I will unlist it after. This was a more impromptu live stream anyway. So you guys are just not get more information, sneak peeks and stuff like that. Some of the stuff I just supplement from what I can get. Because sometimes what happens is, and I've seen other people do that and do it out there. and I've heard other people doing it where they kind of, if they upgrade something in their bag 1, they migrate that said gear to bag 2, for example. So, something along the lines of that. Or I'm like, okay, I'll consider that. Or hand me it down to either someone else or to another bag or another piece of kit. So, well, hopefully. Oh, Oz. Yeah, but the thing is, maintaining it after you guys are done doing that, then what though, right? Gotta be able to maintain it. Sustainable, right? Sustainable. I'm talking about survivalism, preparedness, sustainable. But, anyways, when I get there, I'll get there. And hopefully, I'll stay there too and be able to maintain it. So, but one thing I'm trying to do is not only balance that weight and the bulk or how much space said gear takes up with the functionality or capability of said bag or gear, but I'm also trying to balance that kind of organization and where to putting everything, oh, the heavier stuff closer to your back and all that stuff. I'm trying that. Sometimes I'm just like, well, I need access to the water or something like that, so it's gonna be on the side pouch or something like that, or I'll hang it in front of me. But then there's other times where I'm like, well, I'm thinking to myself, how fast do I need this? Or do I need to do other things first before said item comes out anyways? For example, I probably don't have to set up a shelter before I need a pillow. So pillow's gonna be at the bottom, for example. But now something like first aid type of items, I'm sure when I'll need them. So I'll have them more at the top. So and relatively easy to deploy. Where, I can just make sense. And generally when someone looks at it without any instruction or anything like that, could figure out most of where things are. Most. This bag's fine tuned for me. So yeah, how long have I been going for? I don't know why I don't see that. Okay, I guess. No, whatever. Yeah, I gotta double check my time here. Okay, I still got. I'm good. Come on, come on. Anyway, so going back to what I was saying here, I'm just going through this. There's some little things I'm trying to I know Van City, you did a live stream talking about uh prepping in small places and stuff like that. And some of the things I've learned are from actually packing a backpack. You're probably like, well, what does that backpack have to do with prepping in small places? Well, because in a backpack, you gotta use the room that you do have, whatever it is, 30 liters, 20 liters, shopping bag, 50 liters, 70 liters, 60 liters, whatever. You gotta make room, use the space wisely. It's very easy to, you know, fill it up, to a point where it's disorganized and maybe no rhyme or reason to it. Yeah, you fit a lot of things in, but how accessible is it? That's why Van City I mentioned about like the corner shelves and stuff like that. I have a little tiny one that has a curve in it. It's not ideal. I wish it was taller. Or I wish I had something to build on top of that. That'd be nice. I don't mind having to reach for stuff as long as it doesn't fall, but I'm also not a fan of something's at the bottom that you do need, whatever XYZ item it is, but you have to lift something all off the top first before accessing it because it doesn't slide out. That's why I've said about the shelves and having, if you could slide like a drawer out, for example, on those shelves, and that'd be useful because you can access the far back stuff on the shelf, and you might still have that little bit of space between said gear and the next shelf. And you might be able to put something in. Yeah, your home bag is geared for 10 hours. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, I see it as like shorter term where resupply is generally gonna be needed to a longer term where resupply may be far between or non-existing. Or you are the resupply. You have to do it on your own. Because I've been, especially since I found the site. I know, Benzie, I showed you guys, and I sent you links for it, but I'm actually starting to gravitate towards this priority versus a number, or said 72 hours. I'm priority instead. So that's what I'm gradually gravitating towards now a little more. I'll still say the words because obviously they're catchy, searchable, and all that stuff, but I'm leaning towards the priority part of it a little bit more. It's not a rabbit emoji. Oh, yeah, it is. I had to take it away. Yeah, it is. I don't have my brightness up. So, yeah. I mean, some of the... I'm going to see some of the stuff. It's not... Not everything's low end. Let me say that again. Not everything's low end, but not everything's higher end. But it's things that I acquired over time. I guess, in terms of preparedness, and you make progress. You make progress over time because it's easier if you start sooner. you know. I feel bad for some people that are down on their luck and such. How things are going right about now. We all know what's going down and stuff like that. I don't have to say much. We all kind of know. Many of us have been prepared for a longer period of time. Some of us even longer. Some of us more recent. It's all good. Better to start than never start at all. Make progress over time. Not perfection. Make progress. And gradually, it'll become something even more. It's like that extra one can every time you go out or whatever. Eventually, you'll have a supply of it because you start to acquire the gear and hopefully have that knowledge and skill and experience to back up that gear, by the way. Yeah, right, Vancity? Skills over gear. Not saying gear is not important, but they're all important. They're all important. They're all important. Because if you don't know how to use the gear, then gear is not that useful. But some skills are you can only learn if you actually have the gear. So yes. Anyways, there's a couple of things I've started to add in. I know Uncle Al set up a few things, and I've decided to add these in randomly. I actually, yeah. So I do listen to them. I do listen to them. There's a few things I've started to add in, and it started to make sense to me. I started to adapt some of this in. Actually, there is one. I don't like the. Listen, this bank's not really geared towards long term. Well, long, mid or long term, but I'm actually surprised I actually have a map. I didn't oh, I didn't realize I actually had this in here. Or I think I knew I had this in here, but I forgot that I put this back in here. Yes, it's actually a map of Western Canada. I gotta double check the date on this. Because I know some of these paper maps can go out of date. Also, the roads are updated and stuff like that. So, but it might still help. It might still help. I know I put. Let's see. Yeah, this is more of Western Canada. More places. At least I would know a couple names. Maybe, right? This is no topographical type of map. This is more major areas. Once I get into those areas, if I needed to or whatever, I would need a little bit more details. But would help me get to places. Or at least kind of make it look like I know what I'm doing. Hey, what is up? Just exploring every path. Thanks for dropping in. What you saying there, Oz? I do what you can do with your abilities and options. Everything done today is one step closer or step closer to self-sustainability, which is all stages a goal. Which is all stages a goal that seems miles away. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Oz. Do what you can today. Make progress today. I mean, like, if you want to take a day off, take a day off. But try to metaphorically hit the books hard on the next day after, right? But don't procrastinate too long, though. I know, yes, procrastination does have CRNA. And yes, I do procrastinate at time to time. I think, like anyone, some of us are like that. Some of us less, some of us more. But if I really enjoy doing something, then I won't procrastinate too long. However, then there's some sewing projects where I'm procrastinating on. Still gonna finish this one thing. But I am doing that by hand, so I think that's why I'm procrastinating on it. Yeah, but part of the solution, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh. How come I didn't see that acronym earlier? I know. You figured I would see that acronym in there. Acronym has CR in it, by the way. Shorthand. Did it? Burnus Veteran just jumps in with that right there. I'm trying to remember. I actually see. This is why I gotta double check this map because I know I did not purchase this. That's why I gotta double check. I gotta double check it. Now this is not. I'm just not. See, I can't even show the whole map because it's that big. It's just a paper map. It's not laminated or anything like that. I guess. I don't know. I mean, I think GPS or your phone's GPS. I think I would still try to access that. This is more of a backup to that, you know. So a hard copy paper to back up the digital copy or the digital information too. Okay. How? I can't see date on this. I mean, it's a big map. Huh. Well, if I didn't know where some of these places were, now I do know. Well, now I do know. Oh, so there's where the Alaskan Yukon border is. I always wanted to know where it was. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah, this is actually a map of out west. I have no idea how old this is, though. I still don't know. No, I still don't know how old this is. I've looked at this now. Like, it's starting. I'm not saying it's starting to tear up, but it's starting to. I gotta be careful with it. This is why it's in this bay. And since it's a paper map, it's not laminated or anything like that. Actually, see, that's actually one thing I need to actually consider is either find a place to laminate this or try to do something. Because I know if water got onto this, it wouldn't be, I know it wouldn't be great. Because this map's so big. Like I said, this is out wester, so. So yeah. Although some of these places probably haven't changed too much over time. It's one of those map art type of maps. I'm trying to remember how I got this now. Trying to remember. Oh, I know I got it for free. I'm just wondering, how did I get? Did I barter with it, or did I randomly find it? I know I did randomly find a map. I was just like, well, I don't want to. It's probably better in my possession and using it than in the landfill, right? So that was my thinking from it. Honestly, if I upgrade it later, then I can put this somewhere else or, such. But at the moment, I can make use of it. Yeah, like I said, it's a map for Western Canada mostly. So I'll say I'm out west here. Mm. All right, PV. Hey, I'm working. I'm trying to work on it. Trying to work on it. Wow, 90 minutes went by already. Wow, that was fast. That was fast. I gotta remember. Since I only had the non-paid version of StreamYard, I gotta remember my time, how much I'm spending here. And really, the only reason I actually have the time is because my previous stream I was gonna go longer, but I went shorter. So since I already planned out how much time I was gonna spend for these live streams, I'm like, I could do an extra one in there, something like that. We'll see. We'll see. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. How much time I can squeeze in. I know StreamYard, if you have 1 hour remaining, you can go for the next 10 hours. You just can't start a new stream after your time's over. But they won't cut you in the middle of the stream. So I factored that in too. I factored that in. See, this is what I've been thinking right here. Now that I look at this a little bit closer here. Why do I have my pillow so far up on the bank, up high on the bank when it probably should be lower? Because I'm probably if I'm using a pillow, I'm probably resting or sleeping, which means I've set up something to lay down on. And I mean, let's just say if I'm in a vehicle or whatever, I need to catch some sleep. Yeah, I got the time to do that. To pull it out from the bottom. So I'm gonna put this closer to the bottom. Oh. Closer to, well, try to put this relatively closer to the bottom. Grand City. Well, yeah, okay. Plastic map and little pouches. Laminated. Map Tupperware type things. You got those for work, okay. The ones with the clip are the best, okay. And you like the solid cases, okay. Hey, I gotta work on that. 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 So, I gotta work on that. Apparently. Apparently, amongst other things. There's a lot of skills and knowledge out there that I gotta work on. That's for sure. All this gear is not that great without the skills and knowledge to back it up. Oh, just like this random cordage I have. I'm getting better at this now. I'm trying to get better at it. I try to apply that knowledge as much as possible. Something like a taut line head, the Arbor Canadian jam knot. Maybe sometimes I don't use fix a loop like a bowline or Alpine butterfly loop or not often, but could be useful. Prusik knots. I braided the other day too, just because. I was reusing something. I was making Parnic, and I'm just like reusing it. I'm like, oh, was well. You'll notice that. Sometimes I supplement in porn. I mean, I actually have dedicated cordage, but I just don't feel like cutting a little piece of paracord from like the main line, just so I can just wrap or squeeze something together. But that's my opinion. Hey PV, Parentist Venture. Why don't you put that one emoji up on the screen? I always don't remember that now. I mean, should I put my head down on the stick and just turn around? Maybe I'll feel the same way. Maybe I could see it, hallucinate it, or something like that. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. I know you guys are probably like, how is CR so energetic still? That's because I can be. I can be. I can get tired too, but it's all good. Ah, dang it. Dumbass. I forgot to turn off the light in our room. Like a fool. I'm usually better than that. Alright. Take your Jeep. G-E-E-P. So cool. Anyways, I gotta go for the bag, but I also have to repack too. So. Okay. I think I know what I'm gonna do actually. So I got this water in this bag from my previous container here. See, you can hear it. I'm actually gonna pour it in a cup. The water's probably still good, but I just want to swap it out with fresh water now. I'm actually using a glass container. I'm just pouring some fresh water in here, so I know it'll be good for a little bit of time. It's water, everyone. I'm just saying. It's a metal container. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. Let's see here. Yeah. See? Water. H2O. Water. Metal. Hey, Osminder, how'd you know about that? How'd you know? Who told you my secret? Just kidding. It's like he knows me. Okay, Oz. Yeah. I put some fresh water in here. Oh. Another thing I've started to learn about these bottles is make sure you test out to make sure, especially because I've seen people out there. I mean, I've seen people out there buy these secondhand and stuff like that, right? Or whatever, little water bottles and stuff like that. You know, it's one thing to try it out for like one day overnighter and something like that, but I've actually had one of these metal water bottles. The lid wasn't very tight, or there was a slight gap or whatever, so it would leak. And let's just say that happened on one of my trips. Now, it was an make or break type of deal because it was a planned trip. You know, I was visiting someone. It was just like, it was raining outside, so, and I had to put the bag in, right? So it was in the back, so it wasn't up front with me or whatever, so I can look at it or whatever. So it's in the back, and let's just say that water bottle leaked. Since then, I've I don't use it anymore and got rid of it because it failed. But I'm like thinking to myself, my friends are like, I'm just saying to my friends, my bag's all wet. My bag's wet, and it's not just from the rain. My bottle leaked out. This bottle was full when we left my place. I was just like, and my friends are like, "Oh my gosh, Sierra, are your things okay?" I'm like, "Oh, but don't worry though. I was smart enough to make sure more of the things were water resistant or waterproof to a certain degree. However, I still had to wait for the bag to dry out because the bag was still wet. Because I didn't want to have the contents staying in a warm environment, moist, and next to each other. So I had to let the bag dry out overnight. But my friend, I just laid this stuff out, and my friend's like, "You brought this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did." But Basically, the next. Now, remember, I did not actually use that bag. I brought it out in terms of walking around with it and stuff like that. And I wanted to show them anyways. But I I put everything back in like 10 minutes, and this is like a lot of things. So yeah. What's up? No, I sleep. You don't see me doing a stream at six. You see, I haven't done a morning stream in a very long time. I wonder why. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Prepping life. That's cool, man. I want a new. I want a new. I want a, a square tarp. I've seen those. I've seen those modifications you can do with what you can do with like a 10 by 10 or a 12 by 12. Those modifications you can do with a tarp like that because it's in a square shape. You can have uh, tile points at certain positions, and you can actually create different. Not just an A-frame type of shelter, but maybe what's it called? The wedge, a bunch of other things. I was just like thinking to myself, if I had that, or at least 12 by 12 or 10 by 10 or something like that, I might be able to do with less, like an 8 by 8, but personally, but square and try that out because I think that'd be kind of cool. I mean, I've made A-frame or a lean-to or something like that, but that's you could do that with any square piece of tarp or something similar along the lines of the Mylar space blanket, emergency reflective blanket. But I'm looking towards having that option available, so I can make something else besides an A-frame type, an A-frame or a lean-to, if I wanted to. I know, right? Yeah, and yeah, it's all good. Um, I'm used to it. So I gotta make sure though. I gotta put the stuff back in the bag. Some of the stuff. There's some more luxury things in there. So it's difficult at times for me, and you're probably like, well, it's difficult for me at times because here in Canada there's multiple seasons. The extremes of cold to heat vary throughout the year, and you're probably like, oh, Sierra, how come you don't have one of those? Here's a summer bag, here's a winter bag, because I don't know, I just don't do that for some reason, because usually in the winter I'll just what I really need more of is the clothes on my back, right? That kind of shelter, you know. Water maybe twice as much or something like that. If I'm going far or whatever or overnight, then that'd be a little bit different. But because I know I don't have a big enough bag to put the shelter elements in the winter. I'm talking about like sleeping bag and an actual blanket, not just a space blanket, but an actual blanket, and stuff like that. And I'm talking about within the confines of a bag. Obviously, you got conveyance like or transportation like a vehicle or something like that. Obviously, you can put more in there. That's good. Yeah. You know, this is like I said, this is a small bag, so I can't really put too much bulky stuff like an actual blanket inside. So, like, I make compromises. So, this would not be pleasant in the winter too much, or if it was really cold. In the summer, late spring, summer, early fall, yeah, I probably could get by with this. I got a tarp in here, so I have, some shelter elements in here. It won't be ideal, I know. I know it wouldn't be ideal. And frankly, I don't even have an actual blanket in here. So, yeah, it would not be ideal. That's why I'm thinking of changing this out a little. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you again. Mm, yeah. Oh, preparedness venture, the bug protection. Just wait till you see that herb. Not this big doesn't have it, but I got some herb things that I've acquired over time periods, over the years. Kind of glad I picked it up randomly, because for anyone that hasn't seen some of the stuff I do on the channel, well, there's an indication why I do that stuff. You might see it in different videos. It's like, oh, now that makes sense. This is the reason he does this, because now he has this one item in the bag or whatever, because I found it or something like that. So basically now I'm trying to rearrange this for more of a spring, summer type of thing. So, maybe something like a rain poncho is closer to the top now. During the winter, I would not use that so much because obviously I'm wearing clothing outside. I'm dressed for the weather, but, something like a poncho. Now, chance of showers is probably, or chance of rain is probably greater than, excuse me. Yeah, right. So, because I've seen that before, where 10% of showers and I get rained on. I'm like, really? Isolated showers just happen to be right here where I am standing, and literally, I walk to another place. 20 minutes later, it's like bright and sunny out. And I'm like, Sierra, what are you doing? I gotta dry off. Why? It didn't rain. Yeah, not here, but like 20 minutes away, it was, and I got wet. So I've seen that, where it's isolated showers. It's just like literally you can take like five steps that way, and you're less wet or more wet, or from the rain and stuff like that. Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, PL. Yeah. It's a trade off. It's that balance, right? Like a seesaw or a scale. That balance. A lot of things are like that. You know, mobility versus capability and stuff like that. So that always is always something to consider. That's at the top. I need both hands. Oh. Another reason why I go for the banks randomly every so often is because I get more familiar with the content. So it's not just a bang that, oh, just threw together. I haven't seen it for the last 5 years, CR. I'm like, do you remember what's inside? I think I know there's a lighter in there, CR. I'm like, okay, where's this lighter? I don't know, but it's in the bag. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. For example, obviously I'm twisting my voice. But yeah, let's just say I've been rained on, wet to the bone. Let's just say, and it was windy out. It wasn't even that cold. It wasn't actually. I think it was in the single digits under 50 Fahrenheit. I think that's why I felt cold. That was actually the coldest I felt for not being in winter, because I was soaked. Yeah, because I decided I didn't need extra shelter when I probably should. I could have brought like a garbage bag, and that would help. Because oh yeah, the only time I'm going back is like, oh, now it starts to rain, and not only does it rain, it decides to pour. I'm like, so yeah, I tried to remember to bring at least a garbage bag if I'm not bringing like a poncho. At least give me something. Because when it's starting to pour out and you're just taking shelter real fast under a tree or whatever, something to keep the water off you might help. Because what really happened to me is that everything I was just getting drenched in. It was windy out, so wind's gonna blow that heat off of you, and you're wet, so you're getting convection loss, and the water's conducting the heat away from you. So for being a non-winter time, that was one of the coldest I felt for a bit, and that wasn't even a long period of time. It's just that the factors of being wet, exposed to high winds, it was stormy out that night and stuff like that, and that was at nighttime too. So yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. All right. Oh, yeah, I'm already at that 2 hour mark almost. Dang. I might go for, I don't know. Who knows? I might go for another half an hour, just over half an hour, probably till the 2.5 hour mark, maybe give or take or less. It feels like I'm just rambling on now. But this is why, ever since that experience, though, I'm like, yeah, I need to take the shelter more seriously. Because when you're extremely hot or extremely cold, you start making mistakes, or you start dropping something because you don't feel the cold. You don't. You're numb, so you don't feel the cold. So you don't feel that you drop something out of your pocket. For example, so people are like, "CR, yeah, you're crazy for doing that." I'm like, perhaps crazy like a fox, but perhaps. But I'm like, but I had even a slight experience with it, a slight taste of it, to, to know the early on effects of being cold or heat stroke, just so I know how the start of it, the symptoms and such and such. Now, also, it'd be worse a longer period of time, not just a few hours or whatever, but like longer, or that headache becomes throbbing in your head and stuff like that. I remember walking. At one point, I was like, "What? You're walking over there? We could just drive you over, CR." I'm like, "No, no, 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 no. This is why I'm telling you guys, right? So you know what I'm doing, right? And if you see me, pick me up, okay? But basically, I decided to walk like 6K in the middle of the hottest part of the day, in the middle of July, on a clear day, on a dark paved road. Yeah, that was a that was a that was a lesson in itself. Some of these things I learned just from having a little taste of it. It's like it gives me a greater understanding why certain things like water and shelter are important to have, and that if I ever get remember those things or that state of mind that I was in at one of those times, I'll be like, yeah, there's that that little headache that I got that one time. Yeah, maybe I need to find some water or something like that, or drink more water, or something like that. It's just like understanding how the sensations of frostbite and stuff like that. I know I'm talking about like snow. I'm talking about stuff like that in the middle of spring, but I know some places here in Canada, far north, it's still cold, but yeah. Well, preparedness veteran. Clearly, you haven't seen one of my other videos. For some reason, people like that video. I don't know. Well, or not people like the video, but seem to have the views on it anyways. I've already shown that. Oh, I've already shown reusing an umbrella, by the way. There might be other parts to it later on, but yeah, it's still something I kind of do. Apparently, I have a whistle in my hand right now. I'm actually. That was close. I almost dropped the phone. I'm actually thinking of updating this one too. See, that's another thing. What I've noticed is that when I'm updating, it's hard to give an example, a general example, without giving away too much. But when you're when you learn something new, or a different technique or something like that, or a different way of organizing whatever, I like to try to see if I can apply it somewhere else. And not only could it be a useful thing to know or do or have, or a technique or a method of organization or whatever, but I start to not only adapt that information, but I get to use it too. So I gain the experience from it. And I'm like, this can work here. Hey, maybe it can work over here, and such and such. Because there's single things that I've applied in terms of organization from this middle scale to now I've applied it to a very small scale, like in a tin, for example. And from that middle scale, I've started to apply it to a bigger scale, like a shelf, in terms of organization. It's all good. It's all good. You know, I hope that makes sense, though. I mean, without giving too many exact examples, I have. But see, I gotta make sure you guys watch the videos later on. But a couple random sneak peeks here. Random sneak peeks. Let's see. Come on, phone. Work with me here. More random sneak peeks, right? Oh, let's see. What's what's this? I don't. Let's see. What's this? Well, you gotta either take a guess or wait for the video to find out what's in this bag. It's like, see, I was like, he took a, he got his icon back on. Oh, I missed the video. Don't worry, don't worry. Don't worry. If you like this video, by the way, you'll be able to catch up. Because I am actually thinking of listening to this one. Because I'm just rambling, really. There was no rhyme or reason to this. Also, I've seen that before. When they work off methane gas that's generated. And that could be useful. But yeah, I've seen that before, Osweiler. I've heard about that. I see things out there. Although seeing is not the same as having it and experiencing it firsthand, but I've seen it out there. Seen it out there. Hmm. Well, yeah, be sure. Okay. Okay. I gotta zip up the bag back now. Um. By the way, you might see this bag make an appearance later on again. And this, and like I said, this bag, it's. I'm trying to. How do I say? Find the right balance for this. I'm getting closer to it. I'm probably 85% of the way there in terms of balancing the bag on what for what I want to do with it and have it do for me, or have it the ability to do for me, I should say. Because this is a very common bag. I know it is. It's a very common bag because I've seen other people make get home bags with this bag, and I've seen other people online with this bag. And I'm always, when you have the same thing and you're like, oh, what do you have in yours? Right? So, so when you guys and gals out there see this, there's a couple things in here that are different. You would definitely think are different from how our people do it or have things. But I do usually have a reason for it. I usually have a reason for certain things. And something I applied, how long ago has it been now? I haven't done it for all of the banks. It's something I've seen before. I think I might have seen it from one of the wilderness or bushcrafting communities. I don't see it that much, and I'm still trying to remember the name of it, and I'm trying to reference it and stuff like that. But it's just one little thing that I started to adapt in, and, and yes, if you're wondering, I did reuse something for it too. So, oh, and it can be a useful item, and it could be multi-purpose too. But you'll have to wait for that video. Once I start showing it, it'll start to make sense. It's like, oh, I think this is what CR meant. It's like, yeah, yeah. So you'll be like, yeah, he mentioned that in that live stream that one time at night. Mm-hmm. Take care, my friend. It's nice to see you. Just bump out. Tell the missus I said hi. Take care. So yeah, I really wish my timer would stay on screen. Okay. So probably like another 25 minutes or so. Probably not that much longer. Because I'm starting to ramble too much. But that's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I didn't even have anything in mind to talk about for this stream. Like literally, I'm just like talking about something I'm just doing right here. Because I know. Because I could be actually recording video, but yet I'm doing a live stream instead. Couple things right here. Well, no. I was thinking of getting a sneak peek on this, but nah, I think I'll actually shoot the video this week for it. Remember when I was. Alright, you guys got to hold on a sec. Hold on. Yeah, it's that time. Yeah. Remember, I've been drinking stuff like water, so eventually that had to exit out. Because obviously, if you do long enough live stream or you're live streaming long enough, it's bound to eventually happen to you. Just the way it is. So that's the number one thing to remember. Like literally one. You know what? No, actually, I was gonna show some of these items, but I keep forgetting that I actually recorded a video for it. So there's no sneak peek on that. This what's in the bag. You know what? Let's see here. Well, I will show something. Hold on. Sarah might show something right here. I just need better lighting. Yeah. Oh, wonder what this is. I wonder what this is. If I didn't have one already, I might start using it. Just kidding. Yeah. Actually, you have to slip that back in the bag. Because I've been reorganizing a few things and just kind of laying things out in a certain way. I feel like this is more practical of a setup for me. Makes more sense for the area and for where I am right now, and for the knowledge, skill, and experience I have at the moment. I'm not saying it's a lot, but it's a little bit more than some other people have, but not as much as some other people have. Surely, right? Hey, it's a late night stream PV for me. For some of us, not everyone lives out east. It's actually late. I'm looking at I'm looking at the time right now. Channel's gonna be on live in like what 10 hours, less than 10 hours from now, isn't it? Yeah, less than 10 hours from now. So yeah, that's how late it is. It's like Saturday everywhere on the North American continent. So yeah, no, I got some other stuff down here that I'm trying to reorganize using what I do have and stuff with the knowledge I do have. Unfortunately, not all of us can buy our way out of stuff. Just the way it is. But there might be other ways to either acquire something or acquire the resources necessary for being prepared or survival. Oh yeah, now he puts it on. Now he puts it on the screen. Straight up right there. Or I haven't been highlighting a lot of stuff for this. So yes, even when double check on something here. Okay. So yeah, there's stuff. There's stuff. I'm actually trying. I'm actually trying to like not acquire more gear. Like literally, I'm trying not to, or be more specific about it. Because there's that certain point where I'm just like, yeah, I like gear, but it takes up room. I think this is why I'm trying to get more organized. It'll help. Like literally, I probably could do this. Actually, I only have one light on right now here. I actually have so. I actually have a so. Is it? I can't. I can. Yeah. Yeah. Prepare this veteran. You weren't that special yet. You weren't the only one. But, no, I have solar light that I have here. I've been trying it out. I actually kind of like the solar lights now. It's nice during at nighttime. If I use the washroom whenever, I don't even have to turn on the lights, and I don't ruin my night vision. So I can literally, do that thing and head back to bed. I don't ruin my night vision because I'm turning on like, standard over ceiling lights and stuff like that. I just have a nice subdued solar light. It's bright enough to see what I'm doing and not make a mess, but not bright enough to like ruin my night vision too much. Where I'm like, oh, it's so bright. I can have a hard time trying to fall back to sleep after because my eyes are wide open. It's funny. You guys talking about vacuum sealer? I gotta work on something like that. I just haven't actually happen to have one upstairs, up here right now. I should say, or over here right now. It's my time. Okay. Oh, whatever. Whatever there, both of you. You guys are trying to make me say something. I'm like, no, I'm not saying it. And remember, I don't have to. I'm pretty sure I do. Well, it doesn't matter. I always, because I know I'm listening to this stream after. Even though I'm listening it, I still won't say anything. So you give a hit like, that would be a good time. Just in case you missed something. This is working quite nicely, actually. I guess that's solar. Not solar like that. Solar hand crank radio. So I would. It's okay. I think if I get another one of those solar hand crank radios, I want one that actually takes, or one that I can supplement in real batteries in, or replace the battery quite easily. Like, I'm not saying like having the lithium battery inside, the lithium ion battery inside isn't great. Yeah, it's good. However, replacing it, that's another issue. And finding one that fits, that's another issue. Because it almost seems like it's proprietary the way the battery is. Because it's just like it's got to be a certain shape, certain size to fit inside. I don't know if I could actually find one. I've actually opened up the battery compartment. Yeah, it's a lithium ion battery. I think it's 1,000 milliamps or something like that. So I don't know, because I've been looking at some other things and considering. I'm thinking about it right now. There is some other batteries that may fit in that slot, but I don't know. I would have to see. Right. You use your inverter just now? Yeah, I have my own want to get list. All right. I was wrong. You guys are gonna get a special treat here. Oh, let me move some chairs out of them. I have hold on. Certain things I don't want to really show for obvious reasons. Come on, phone. Look. Oh, and there's more too. Right? See? Ooh. I almost forgot I was gonna share a little bit more of it. A little bit more of it. You got feel special. You guys are getting a sneak. You guys are getting a sneak peek. Every so often, I'll drop them in. For my fans, right? I should start a channel. CR's fans only. No, just kidding. I wouldn't do that. Besides, no, I don't even like the acronym. It just sounds weird. Which time? What's my food? Okay. Alright, I think I know how much time. But just over 10 minutes here. Okay. So yeah. All I know is I gotta get ready for the next day and such and such. It's funny now that I think about it now. I'm gonna see both of you like in about 10 hours from now. 10, 11 hours from now. I'll see you guys again, and you'll be like, they're back. So that's why I'm limiting the stream time for this. Because I know exactly what time it is. I know how much time I got. And I want to do a few things before I hit the hay, as they say. While you get out and don't stub my toe on like the corner or something. Yeah. Oh, that hurt. Oh, when you stub your toe on a corner or something like that. Yeah. Especially your little pinky toe. Yeah. Oh, walk it off, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. PP. I'll catch you later. All right. I know I said 10 minutes, but I think I'm gonna be good for now here. So I'm not play it. I won't say it, but I will play it though. Nice net. So thanks for everyone for dropping in. You guys know why outro like usual, right? We'll adapt. Skill knowledge get better with practice. I try to help someone out there. All right. Take care, everyone. Take care and stay safe out there. And I hope to catch you on my next video or live stream. Bye, everyone.